Hey everybody, good Saturday morning. It's about 11 a.m. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. We got a lot to talk about. We've got some wet weather heading our way. We've got two tropical systems. One of them probably not going to be much of anything. The other one, long term, could be something. So let's get right to it. So first, the wide view. So here's the view of the whole part of the Atlantic as well as our area. So first things first, Fred actually degraded to a remnant low this morning, so it's no longer a tropical system, but it's not over with. And we've got Tropical Storm Grace, which is just above my head there. And we've got a stalled cold front, and we've got high pressure off the East Coast. This high pressure system is going to be a big player because what it's doing is pumping moisture into the region, which means we're going to see some wet weather over the next couple of days. We'll talk about Grace last because it's the least of the worries right now. Let's go in and focus on Fred for a second. As I expected, it's not a tropical system. I mean, it wasn't a tropical system yesterday. So the hurricane hunters flew out there today and confirmed. So the Hurricane Center basically made it a remnant low, basically telling us everything we already kind of knew, that it's a remnant low, but they do have it re-becoming a tropical system, a depression or storm, and maybe making it to the Gulf Coast. I don't think it's going to strengthen all that much. I do think it could reorganize into something, but regardless of what happens, it's still a big blob of moisture. Then you could see the forecast for Grace by the end of next week, Thursday, Friday, could be over Florida. So we might be dealing with this all over again. So let me turn these off because Fred isn't so much the story today as it is this cold front. You see this cold front to the north? This cold front is kind of a slow moving front. It's going to drop down probably in this vicinity today and set up shop. And that's going to produce some scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon hours. And also notice this moisture lurking, I'm going to kind of loop this again, off the southeast coast. So this is what I'm talking about. This isn't associated with Fred. This is just moisture coming in from the coast, and we're going to have a front across the area. So we're going to see rain starting Sunday into next week, and it has nothing to do with Fred. I mean, the thing about this pattern, if Fred and Grace weren't even out there, we would still have a wet pattern. It's just that the remnants or whatever Fred becomes could bring some added moisture, and down the road, Grace could even add more to it. But I will tell you today, we do have a low risk for some severe storms. Again, no tornado risk. In the summer, you rarely get tornadoes in the southeast. This is about straight line winds or some small hail. In this case, wet microburst type of setup developing this afternoon. But the real story over the next couple of days is going to be the risk for some flash flooding because we're going to have this stalled front, tropical moisture kind of setting up everything. So let me real quickly kind of show you the areas that we're worried about for flooding today. You could see the green is the low risk, which includes the mountains and foothills. Medium risk up here. We'll go into tomorrow. The whole area is under the low risk, and we'll go into Monday. The whole area is in a low risk again. So next 3 days, the chance for flash flooding is going to be the biggest story. So let's look at that futurecast. All right, so let's get right to the futurecast. I'll start this at 11 a.m. Not much going on. We'll go into the afternoon, 2 o'clock. Your typical spot, the southeast facing slopes and the ridge of the mountains, going to get pretty active. We'll go through time as we go into the afternoon hours, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. You could see this looks like a mess developing by this evening. So if you have outdoor plans, heads up. Dinner time looks pretty active today. Those will be some strong, heavy thunderstorms moving through the area into the overnight hours. And they start to dissipate with the loss of the heating of the day. We'll go into the overnight hours, maybe some lingering showers, wake up tomorrow morning. The stalled front, is probably going to be draped somewhere in here. We've got this warm, muggy, just soupy air coming in, dew points in the 70s. And we're going to see showers probably start to crank back up tomorrow afternoon. Notice, unlike today, they were kind of more of a line. These are going to be kind of more scattered, but there's a lot of them. So again, in this pattern, it's not going to rain the whole day. It's not going to rain everywhere, but there's going to be waves of rain every single day. And the coverage or the amount will start to spread out. So you can see tomorrow, the rain's kind of spread out all over the place and goes way into Monday morning. So unlike the last couple of days, these will linger more into the evening hours. As we go into time, Monday, we've got another round of showers developing. So see how these waves of rain are developing and pushing through the area. This is Monday night at 8 p.m. So the potential of real heavy rain coming at us in waves over the next couple days is going to be a real issue. So let me show you how much rain we could see. We'll go back to the the QPF we call it. I'm going to go 5 days into the future here, and we'll display all this. But you could see this area in red right here. This is about 4 to 8 inches right here, and this area right in here is about 2 to 4 inches. So we'll go in closer, and you could see. I don't know why we don't have the legend in here, but the legend should be showing up. Kind of shows you just how much heavy rain we're going to see. Let me see if I can actually probe this. I can't. But you could see that the amount of rain is going to be really heavy in the mountains and foothills. So this area in here, over the next 5 days, it stands to be the heaviest. But as you go to the east, the rain totals kind of ramp down. And the reason that is these waves of rain are going to be coming up and interacting with the mountains, and the mountains will lift the air and cause some additional rain to develop. Now, as far as the remnants of Fred, you could see it probably in the Gulf. Now, if it makes it up into parts of central Alabama, Georgia, into central parts of Tennessee, that could increase the rain totals for the upstate and southwestern North Carolina. So we're going to see rain. It's just a matter of how much over the next couple of days, and Fred could just add to that the middle of the week. Now, long term, if you're looking for what's going to happen with Grace, I think Grace could be our rainmaker for next weekend, depending on where it goes. But let's get through this weekend first, and then we could talk about Grace next week. So get ready. If your lawn is parched like mine and many people's are, you may get rain today, tomorrow, but you certainly got to get it at some point over the next couple of days. Have a great weekend. Stay weather aware, and please be safe out there once these storms start to fire up later today and especially on Sunday.